everyone. Welcome to our monthly podcast with Purium, with, of course, the one and only Mr. Ian Farrar, the effervescent co-branding partner, which we are honored to have, and I've been working with for well over a year. As you know, he is the go-to for a lot of things health-related, and he's going to be talking to us about some of the new things going on with Purium, and we'll discuss some of the current product line and just kind of play around and see what he's got in store for us. So if you're new to the podcast, please, as always, do like, subscribe, and share as it helps the channel grow and others gain in the knowledge you're being afforded. Ian, how are you doing this morning, good sir?
I'm fantastic. I'm pretty traveled out. We were in Tampa this past weekend for the Metallica concerts that my son and my stepson wanted to go to. So that was awesome. But I'm back in my grace and glory, and it's great to be on with you today.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Okay, so I went and picked up some products. Interestingly enough, apropos of something and nothing, I talked to you about this the other day. I went and picked up my monthly fill of things I needed, including, of course, Aqua Vibrance. Let me turn this around so people can see the label. And it's really helping my water. I still get the feeling that the water is more fresh or crispy. I don't know if that means anything. But I was able to sidestep the LA riots before they ensued on Saturday.
Sorry.
Well, just God's protection. So again, as we go through the different products and stuff and such that people can see I use, so I don't ask you guys to use anything that I don't use myself. What would you say, since you've been using the product the last couple months, what have you noticed? What things are you hearing from some other people using it?
I mean, I think the body is going to really feel on a conscious and a subconscious level, more absorption. You're actually going to get more out of what you consume. That's what the active vibrance really does. Given that it increases surface tension, that means that it makes everything you consume with more bioavailable. I mean, biotite. I mean, that ingredient, black mica, is pretty amazing in a very toxic world. I mean, your internal ocean needs to be purified daily, and most people are inundating themselves with microplastics and just complete recreational eating, which leads to a lot of pollution. So that substance, not only does it hydrate you, not only does it help your internal ocean hydrate itself more effectively, it's just a necessary thing that we need in today's, very toxic world.
Unfortunately, yes, and hopefully that will be changing going forward. But in the interim, I agree with you. It's a great filler. And I liked what you said about a simple suggestion about, like, if you can afford to do it anymore, go out to eat. They're serving you tap water, so you just drop a couple of these drops in there and swish it around for a minute or two, and you're good to go.
Yeah. And if you think about what you just said, I mean, listen, I was out with my family this past weekend, and to be honest with you, it was expensive. I mean, one dinner, it was like $300 for the four of us. And we went to a place called True Food Kitchen, which is a very health-oriented, health-conscious place, but it comes with a price tag, so
it's becoming like, sorry, go ahead.
No, in today's world, it's like, that's why it's really cost-effective to be a Purium customer, because you actually could buy your super nutrient-dense superfoods from a company directly, and it's a great place to get your nourishment.
Yeah, and it lasts too. So, I know they're talking about, the EAS coming in and bunkering in. We see all the manufactured riots and all that around the country as part of the agenda. But, it's great to have these products for a number of reasons, health reasons, natural source product, but also for a lasting standpoint. It's instead of buying a lot of those food supply packages, you can use this and it lasts. I mean, I've gotten a good 2 or 3 months out of this one bottle, and I use it every.
Yeah, I could add to this. I mean, in 2008, I was living in Greenwich, Connecticut. And we were a day away from the ATMs not working, and I ordered like this huge Patriot pack. I ordered like $4,000 of this dehydrated junk when I was still using Purium pretty extensively, and I didn't think that, that would probably be a lot better than all of these like prepper-oriented, very not good ingredient foods. So for everyone out there that's listening, for people that are concerned about a potential supply issue, it's good to have these products on hand, because you add water and you could you hydrate as well as nourish your family. Nourish your family. Hydrate too, but nourish your family.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have a chance to pull it out of my cabinet, but maybe you'll have it with you. You can't beat this. I always talk about it. I can't speak highly enough about this. I keep hearing about this hydrophilic aspect. Can you talk about that?
Well, I don't have can't beat this down. My wife was working in our workspace today, so
Sure,
I want
sure.
to get in her way. I don't have the can't beat this with me.
Right.
Um, but I haven't heard that reference before, John.
Well, so a guy that I play with in a basketball league that I've told you about before, pretty competitive, by the way, which
Yeah,
is good. He's a doctor, medical doctor in the allopathic system, and he's
yeah.
talking about hydrophilic. And I actually asked Amy about it when I was at the factory over there in Compton, and she was talking about basically if he sits in a cabinet, even in a dry, cool place, with enough time, it starts to harden because it
Oh
absorbs
yeah,
moisture in the
yeah, yeah,
atmosphere.
yeah, yeah. I mean, personally, I live in Florida. It's very humid at this time of year. It's
Mm.
humid right now. They do have those little. They're like these little orange little cutouts that are supposedly to help absorb the moisture.
Mm.
I obviously don't leave the bags open. Our condos are air conditioned. I
Right.
haven't had a problem with that, but some people have. But
Well,
go
yeah,
ahead.
here in California, it's a little bit drier, so that's probably more problematic or an issue. But it was just an interesting thing that I had not seen before. But in a cool way, like when you're getting to the bottom of it, you can take some of the chunks and you can just drop that in the water, and it's easy
Dude,
sometimes.
I don't I just eat the chunks.
You do that too.
I mean,
Absolutely.
they're like biofruits, another product that we have that gives you all of your fruits. Sometimes that's happened, or the
Yeah,
aloe digest or the cocoa hydrate, and
sure.
it's just like nature's candy, and it's like there's my sweet thing for the day, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, while we're talking about different products, of course, I just ordered the hair, skin, and nails, but they were back ordered, so they're going to ship it to me in a week or so. Thank you for bringing that.
Yeah.
I've really found it. Here's my question: as you're showing it, I've really found it for whatever reason. That's why I want to ask you,
Yeah,
because you're the
sure.
expert. It seems to make it actually does.
You cut out, John.
Sorry, I was saying that this product seems to actually do what it says it's going to do. Like my hair is a lot more vibrant, my nails
Yeah.
grow faster. It actually does what it says. What is in this product that makes it so effective?
Well, it's going to give the body, the foundational elements. I can read off to you what's in here. Okay,
Sure.
you're going to get organic spirulina, which is nature's multivitamin. Of course, you need proper nourishment for your hair, your skin, and the nails to kind of rebuild themselves. You're going to have organic faux tea, which is a Chinese herb, which is really supportive for your hair and your nails. You're going to get MSM. MSM is methyl sulfonyl methane. It's sulfur. Okay, it's the
Hmm.
third most abundant or fourth most abundant element in the human body. It's necessary for, everything in terms of many different metabolic processes. It's actually the flexible bond between proteins as well. So MSM is essential to hair, skin, and nail growth.
Okay.
You're going to get organic horsetail, which is for the silica. You're going to get bamboo extract, organic dandelion, saw palmetto, sea kelp, ginger, and grapeseed extract. So this is an awesome product. I take 6 of these a day. I take 3 in the morning and 3 like afternoon, evening-ish, along
Okay.
with our dark berry protein, which is part of our collagen support pack. Now, folks, listen. Yeah, exactly. You see a lot of these, products that like, oh, collagen, and there's a bunch of like hydrolyzed animal collagen, gelatin in there, and
Hmm.
those are really real foreign chemicals to the body. Actually, very dangerous to consume those types of products. Whereas Purium's approach is like things from the plant kingdom that are going to help the body rejuvenate itself. So, Renew Hair, Skin, and Nails, along with the dark berry protein that John just shared, is our collagen support pack. It's really cost effective, and at the end of the podcast, we'll give you a $50 gift card code which you could use to purchase these both.
Yep. I switched out too because they were back ordered on the Power Shake. So
Yeah.
this is a seasonal product, typically, obviously, in the fall. But I just like it so much that I kind of use it the pumpkin spice. And
Yeah.
I enjoy that as a contrasting taste. So does this have the same type of nutrients that the Power Shake would have?
Actually, no. Okay, it's gonna
Really?
have the pumpkin flavor, but along with, the pea protein and pumpkin protein, believe it or not, for the protein source. The Power Shake is a lineup of spirulina, rice bran solubles, oatgrass, wheatgrass, carrot juice, quinoa, buckwheat, amaranth. That's kind of like your nutrient dense 6 salads for the day. So it's a different product. Okay, it's a
Okay.
green product. It's a product that I don't go a day without.
Got it.
It's a product that I actually mix with the dark berry protein amongst other products. So
Mhm.
the Power Shake is a really incredibly palatable green drink that you could get with our $50 gift card offering. And it's just an awesome product to take on a daily basis.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of which, Ian, I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. You gave me
Sure.
this a while ago. Talk a little bit about this and how it incorporates in terms of a daily meal regimen, complementing the Purium products. Like, just talk about a little bit how you put this recipe together and what it all
Yeah,
means.
yeah. I mean, and John, thank you for sharing this. This is
Sure.
actually a lifestyle meal menu that's part of our ultimate lifestyle transformation. This is a package of products that you get from Purium. And then these are the foods that you select from to make a healthy, organic, preferably lunch or dinner as part of the program, because most people are inundating their bodies with, Chick-fil-A and Chipotle. I'm not saying that everything is bad, at those places, but more often than not, I don't shop there ever, not more often than not ever. But on this list, you could actually go to your local farmer's market, health food store, or Publix or supermarket that has an organic section, and you could pick out foods on this list. Now, as you see in the protein section, you have dark berry protein, you have Love Super Meal, you have some of the Purium products, and then you have the other foods that are listed in the protein category as well as in the veggie options. So this is a full listing for people that want to do the ultimate lifestyle transformation. This is like a vacation for your body. It's $13 a day. Okay, so the ultimate lifestyle transformation comes with the dark berry protein. It comes with the Power Shake and other products that are going to be really, really great for your system as you take a break from what most people do daily.
Hmm. Okay, great. Thank you for that. Just wanted to
Yeah.
broaden the scope for people to get education here and just get a variety of different options. It's interesting because one of the foods I noticed on there, you hear about it, but I don't think it gets sort of the unsung hero, sauerkraut. I didn't realize just how good that really is for you.
Yeah, it is. It's a fermented cabbage. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
actually put it on my salads because
Hmm.
it's that natural fermentation that actually helps with the positive growth of healthy flora in your gut. Your gut is where all the magic happens, and the number one product in our line that everyone needs is Biomedic, because the gut is under attack by a lot of the chemicals in the food supply, including what they're spraying on our crops, which is Roundup Ready crops. If you're eating genetically modified food, it has glyphosate built into that agricultural system, which is very, very dangerous. So our Biomedic, which is a capsulated product, you take a capsule in the morning, capsule in the evening, and that's going to help remove this toxic chemical from your gut. Because if you have any type of dietary stress, gastritis, IBS, you name it, more often than not, that is the root cause: an improper food intake, improper digestion, improper food combining. Okay? Because most people, they don't even know what food combining is. Google it, because you know what? There's certain foods that should be eaten by itself. So if you have any type of digestive disorder, more often than not, it's a bad combination.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really glad you said that, Ian. Thank you, because you just brought something top of mind for me. I just put this in my Telegram yesterday. I don't know if you how much you follow it, but it was interesting. Captain Kyle brought this up, or maybe it was SG on one of the other close cousins, and they were talking about carrots, the baby carrots.
Yeah.
Apparently, chopped up from whole carrots are the waste product, and they dip them in chlorine to get that orange color. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
aware of that.
Yeah, I don't think baby carrots grow in nature as baby carrots. That's a complete like human manufacturing thing. I mean, there's the further away from nature,
Mhm.
the faster you should run.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought that was a really not overly surprising, but alarming little sort of factoid
Yeah.
as RFK Jr. and the whole Maha movement is coming out exposing everything about the vaccines, about the chemtrails, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And not that these products all by themselves can necessarily counter. Well, I mean they can counteract it, uh, but they're certainly doing their part to build a buffer.
Yeah, I want to speak to that.
Sure.
We live in the free state of Florida, and since listen, when the new administration came in, for 6 days I didn't see anything, and then those lines in the sky started to creep their way back in, and then they were here, they weren't, they were here. Now they're really not, so like with any process, one needs to be really, really diligent, because if you're not, the powers that be are continuing their thing. So you have to be very, very on point with your environment. Okay. I can't control the air. We can't control the air we breathe, but the water and the food intake, we could really, really, take responsibility and have a better, we could be better shepherds. I think that's a good,
Yeah, better
good term.
stewards,
Yeah,
better stewards of it.
better shepherds of
Yeah.
that, because we're all products of our environment, and the reason why cancer, heart disease, and diabetes are on the rise is because of what they've built into our system since the Rockefellers gave us the gift of petroleum.
Yeah. And again, I'm glad in this complementary point counterpoint we're doing. I just had a podcast yesterday with a friend of mine, Eli, and we were talking about that. He lives in Arizona, sort of in the Sedona area, and he was commenting to me that he's noticing the lack of chemtrails over the last couple of weeks. And here, even in California, in my walks, I really didn't think about it because I've sort of not liking it, but gotten accustomed to seeing it periodically.
Yeah.
I can tell I'm not seeing those crisscross lines that I used to see. So it does seem like in some areas of the country that there's being a spearheading effect to remove it.
Yeah, it's not going to be like just throwing a switch. I mean, here in Florida,
Right.
Governor DeSantis, he made it a felony, but it's like locating the plane and the resources to go up and chase the plane, land the
Right.
plane, and then, who's paying you? So I really, really, for years, I've been aware of this, and, I can't control the air that I breathe. I mean, when I was going into New York City for my other business 3, 4 days a week, I would come home and just have a detox protocol, because breathing that
Oh,
air is pretty challenging.
yep.
And, just breathing is something that we take for granted,
Mm-hmm.
if you live like, near Mount Shasta or somewhere like that, I think your air is going to be a lot cleaner. At the beach, of course, where we were in Tampa,
Sure.
the air is really, really great.
Yeah.
But, it's your internal environment that you could take responsibility of. That's why, inundating your body with superfoods is a positive thing today, because think about all the chemicals that people are ingesting voluntarily every day until the body says, you know what, I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah, I'm out.
Give you a serious health challenge.
Yeah, exactly. And having lived in that crazy town you talked about for over 11 years, and I think it's overrated, but that's my personal belief, experience being there, and now living adjacent to the beach. I can certainly attest to that contrast. It does make all the difference, the air quality. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, Ian, as we close out, to respect your time, before I give last words to the audience, as you folks know, that Pyrium is one of our sponsors, branding partners, particularly in the health side. So as you can see, I have and do use the products regularly. So Ian's going to talk about that if you would like to get some products, and I certainly just have to, but I'm personally recommending it, using it myself as a lead by example. They have a promotion, and I'm going to have Ian kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. For everyone that sees this podcast that's interested in any of the Pyrium products, I'll offer a 30-minute consultation. Of course, my contact information will be in the thumbnail below, but everyone's going to get a $50 gift card. JD Health is the gift card code. And, I'll be more than happy to, give you my time with whatever health challenge you have, whatever goals you have, because, health is wealth. And if you don't take care of your health, where are you going to live? If you give your health to the traditional system, more often than not, they'll poison you. More often than not, they'll cut your life dramatically lower, okay, from where it is, based on the traditional allopathic offerings, okay? So health is wealth. And if you want to be all you want to be, you got to put the right green food in your body every day.
Exactly. Well said as always, Ian Farrar, co-branding partner of Pyrium. Thank you, good sir, for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And also, let me be one of the first to wish you a very happy and deserved Father's Day this upcoming weekend.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, brother. God bless. Talk to you soon.